up on the November edition of Rope TV, we walked the red carpet at the Focus on Ability Short Film Festival.
We're joined in the studio by Minister for Disability Services, Craig Crawford.
We get ready, get set, and go to the realistic race.
Opened my eyes definitely, and I'm sure everyone else that participated opened their eyes of what we can do better.
Plus an in-studio performance from rapper Steinmuli.
I'll be wearing that S on my chest, you ain't never seen talent. I'll be giving this my all, I'll be giving it.
This is Rope TV.
Hey, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the November edition of Rope TV. We're happy you could join us. Hi Ashley, it's good to have you back. How are you going?
Hi Kale, I'm great. It's so good to be sitting back in the big chair tonight. I'm really excited about the stories and people we've got lined up for this episode. Don't forget, if you're watching right now, make sure to say hi in the chat and give us a like.
Some of you may remember that back in August we entered a short film into the Focus on Ability Short Film Festival.
We asked for your vote, and over the weekend, Aaron and Jesse from Trading Media travelled down to Sydney to walk the red carpet.
We're walking the red carpet at the Focus on Ability Short Film Festival.
They've had hundreds of entries from all around the world, including our film, Ability TV.
No matter what your disability, you achieve anything if you're really dedicated to it,
It makes me feel proud.
It is quite the experience, and I haven't been to a film festival before, so I'm excited that this is my first one.
It was then time for the awards, which was opened by blind artist Matt McLaren.
They learn so much more than I ever know, but I think to myself, ooh, what a wonderful world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, filmmakers and film lovers, as I say, it is a big welcome to the 2023 Focus on Ability International Short Film Festival Awards.
I have had the same dream for a long time, and that is that we can create a society in which people with disabilities are celebrated for their achievement, for their accomplishment, and not being defined by the things that we can't do.
It was time for the first award, which went to South Gippsland Special School, which received the most online school votes for their film, Together We Grow.
This is the first time our school and students have been involved in the competition, so we're very proud that we got this far. His diagnosis is autism, and when he started school, he was non-verbal. So here is James to say a few words.
Thank you for the award. When you were supposed to start, your dream come true.
Thank you very much.
While the winner for the most overall online votes went to Grant Wilson for his film, Not Finished Yet.
I was at a local bike track with my family. I lined up my bike to ride over this wooden rollover, but on that first little hill, my front wheel came off the side and I went head over the handlebars, landing directly on the back of my head and breaking my neck.
As an actor, a budding screenwriter and a writer of many other things, seeing something like this film festival is amazing.
During the voting period, we had over 350,000 viewers. Over 62 countries had a minimum of 10 views. We were averaging 3 to 4 registered votes per minute.
I am so thrilled that I've been asked to do this again. I loved doing it the first time round, and I hope that they ask me every time it's on. How do you say bottom?
Ow, what?
As in bum.
Really fun, just chilling at my house and doing some filming and some eating and all that. So, yep.
My role as ambassador of this Focus on Ability Short Film Festival would have to be one of the most wonderful things I've ever done. There's too many stars to promote.
That's true. Too many wonderful films to dish out awards for.
I hope they are watching, or even though it's, I think, 4 a.m. in the morning.
It has been an absolute privilege to be here at such incredible awards and see the incredible talent that we have here in our disability community.
And then the big moment for the night was the Choice Award.
And the winner is Post-Polio Victoria Inc. Lives Well Lived.
It is a form of spinal cord injury in the end, but it's not done by trauma, but by this virus. And so depending where it attacks the spine, it depends on where you're weak.
We wanted to show from an older perspective that there is hope and there is life.
No slaps here, just love. Absolutely.
So many inspiring stories and deserving winners.
It wasn't quite our year, but hey, we'll be back. Watch this space.
Wow, what a great event. And congratulations to all the winners. Later this month, Queensland will celebrate Disability Action Week. To tell us more about it, I'm pleased to say I'm joined by the Minister for Disability Services, Craig Crawford. Hi Minister, thanks so much for joining us on Rope TV.
Great to be here, Ashley.
Before we talk about Disability Action Week, what is your role as Queensland Minister for Disability Services?
So basically I have a couple of ministerial roles. I look after seniors, child safety, but importantly for today I look after disability services. So that oversees the department, but also we have that important connection with the NDIS through Canberra. So I deal very closely with Minister Shorten and all of the CEOs and those sorts of people from NDIA and across the board. So it's quite a big role, a lot of work interstate for me.
Yeah, I bet it is. So Minister, the Disability Action Week is kicking off on November 25th. What is Disability Action Week?
Well, pretty much it's a call to arms, really. Like it's a great week to not only to celebrate people with lived experience, but to actually to a bit of a call to arms for everyone to think about the world around them, the business around them, the things that people do every single day. And how we can make those things better for people with lived experience. So many organisations have action weeks, whether it's things around climate change or all sorts of different things.
So what is the theme of this year's event?
So the title is Access Ignites, It's Good for Business, which really is about getting employers to think more broadly and do something about hiring more people in their workplaces that have lived experience. And we know that there's still a long way to go in relation to that. I think you could knock on the door of most employers and they would say, oh yeah, we're all cool with that. You know, we're happy to employ someone with lived experience, but do they actually really do it? And do they actually overthink what it is that they have to do? So, for example, many people would know that sometimes you'll say to employers, what are you doing about making an inclusive workplace? And the first thing they run to is the width of the doors and whether they've got ramps and everything like that for people in chairs. But there's a significant proportion of people with lived experience that actually walk. So it's thinking a bit more broadly and trying to agitate the employers to think about what they can do better in their recruitment processes.
Yeah. Why is it so important for businesses to consider recruiting and retaining staff with disabilities?
Well, there's a couple of things there. You know, one is, you know, there's a real shortage of workers across many fields right now in this country. It doesn't matter what you look at, whether it's frontline people working in retail outlets, coffee shops, or all the way through to the executive world, public servants. It doesn't matter where you look, there is a shortage of staff everywhere. And there are a huge amount of people with lived experience who can fill those roles and don't need to be wrapped in cotton wool, and they don't need to have, you know, sophisticated support structures around them. They just need a bit of a fair go and be able to do it. It's actually not really hard. I know many people with lived experience that have got university degrees, you know, stockpiling on their desk. I met one person, she had 7 university degrees, but no one would give her a job.
Oh, wow. If someone is interested in employing a person with a disability, what are the steps they need to take?
Look, I think my advice would be keep it simple. Like, don't overthink this. There are plenty of people and organisations out there that will come and give the advice to the workplace about maybe some, you know, changes to the workplace environment that you need to make. But I reckon the easiest step, there's 2 things. Some employers directly employ, so they put the adverts in the paper or on Seek or something like that themselves. So they run their own interviews, they run their own shortlistings. And for those organisations, it's about going, all right, how do we make a job advert like, you know, we want to make sure that people with lived experience know that they can apply. So is it in the advertisement that says people with disability are welcome to apply? So that's the first one. You know, we need to create a welcoming environment. The second one is, and I think this is where most of the problems still occur, Ashley, is that when organisations are doing the shortlisting, they're cutting people with disability off right there. And it's wrong. Like, there are some really good, capable, high quality workers that have been knocked off the pile right there and then. And that's the bit that employers, I reckon, can target. The other one is for those employers that use recruiting organisations. There are some outstanding recruiting companies out there who specialise in recruiting people with disability into roles. So they'll actually matchmake a role for you. So if you're a cafe and you want to bring someone on board, and let's say you want a barista, someone that can do good coffee, you could talk to some of the disability recruiting agencies and they'll actually find you that staff member who's already got the qualifications, and they'll do the work for you. So it's actually not that hard. I think my best advice would be, don't overthink it, don't overcomplicate it.
That's great. Minister Crawford, thank you so much for joining us on Rogue TV.
Great to be here, mate.
Thank you. Please thank Minister Craig Crawford.
Still to come on Rope TV, we have an in-house performance from Steinmuli.
Stick around because real soon I'll be performing my track freestyle bars on Rope TV.
If you love Rope TV, don't forget to hit the like button on this video and also tap share so your family and friends can also tune in.
You can also find us on YouTube. Make sure you click subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified whenever we post a new video.
Thanks for supporting Rope TV. You might remember that last month we had the City of Moreton Bay Mayor Peter Flannery in the studio talking about the realistic race.
Well, the day finally came and our camera crew was there at the starting line to make sure we caught all the action.
Get ready.
You ready?
Get set, go!
Peter Flannery, Mayor of the City of Moreton Bay.
Councillor Sandra Ruck, Division 5.
So the Realistic Race is an immersive style awareness training program. The Realistic Race was designed based on the Amazing Race. And so participating teams and participants work through a series of challenges out there in the real world whilst acquiring a simulated disability type. It's basically broken into 3 parts. We'll go in, we'll do a race briefing, show people how to use the equipment safely, and then we go and step into the actual challenges. So we send the teams out into the community where they complete their series of challenge with their disability type. Every 10 minutes they rotate their disability type, and we've done our best to capture all disability types. Today we're really excited to have the Mayor from the City of Moreton Bay. Access and inclusion happens from the top down. It's an attitude, it's an approach to a workplace, in this case the council, whereby it's led by the leader. And it's so good to have the Mayor along today to lead his organisation in this space.
I'm very excited. We're about to do a workshop with Spinal Life to work out what it's like to actually experience a disability and how you go about your everyday interactions out in the community with that disability. So it's going to be very enlightening for us and experience, and we're sure that we won't know exactly what it's like when it's all finished with having a disability, but it's going to give us that little glimpse into it and the problems that people have in their everyday life. First challenge I had was voices in my head. It was continuing to playing the voices talking to you in your head. So even those things you think, well, that's not too much of an issue, but it does distract you and takes away your enjoyment from walking around and taking the natural beauty of where you are or what's going on. There's always that distraction going on in the back of your mind and decreases your awareness and your probably attention to what's happening in front of you. The next challenge I had was to be in a wheelchair, mobility restrictions, and that was a challenge. I had to get onto a bus.
The bus challenge is one of those ones that is often quite confronting for some teams and some people.
I had trouble with the wheelchair getting onto the bus, whether it was my weight, I don't know, but it just shows that little things, and there was just a little lip on the ledge of the bus, the front wheel wouldn't go over. So
not all teams do the same experience, so we've got different challenges for different teams. The other teams don't know this. They believe that they're in a race, all doing the same thing, and they need to get to the finish line first.
I got to go in a group with other councillors down the main street of Redcliffe using various types of pieces of equipment for disability. For example, I used the wheelchair, walker, blindfold with the cane, and no hearing at one stage.
When I had the loss of vision experience, it was probably the biggest impact on how you move around and how you need to trust. Luckily we're being guided by another person, but to use the cane and to just try and feel your environment through a cane is very difficult.
It was really important because now I can go back and give feedback to the council teams that are involved in infrastructure particularly, but also on the portfolio council for the museums and the art galleries and the sporting fields and parks.
So the immersive style of learning seems to be a really effective way for adults to learn, and it's a lasting learning. So when they go out into community, they don't realise those small barriers that people with disability experience every day, but they step over them every day and don't even notice them.
That was a really eye-opening experience, and I'd do it again. I would spend another few hours giving it another go as well to look for other things as well.
It was a great experience and it opened my eyes definitely, and I'm sure everyone else that participated opened their eyes of what we can do better to improve the life of people living in our city of Moreton Bay.
What an amazing race!
You know, it's both incredible and inspiring to see the challenges some people face in their everyday lives.
It always goes so fast. It's almost time for us to say goodbye. But you know, that also means it's time for some entertainment.
Tonight's entertainment is brought to you by Team Music Care. Team Music Care is a creative musical theme park for the All Abilities community. Visit teammusiccare.com.
Steinmuli is a talented Brisbane-based artist and musician who creates upbeat music of all different genres. He is always creating new music and lyrics to entertain his fans, and his next mission is to share his talents and music by hitting the road on tour.
Tonight he's going to perform one of his original tracks titled Freestyle Bars. Please welcome Steinmuli.
Freestyle bars. Steinmuli. Yes. I'll be wearing that S on my chest. You ain't never seen talent. I'll be giving this my all. I'll be giving it my best. When you hear this rap, yeah, you're gonna be obsessed. I'll be doing the most, going coast to coast. I'll be rapping these bars on a day-to-day basis. Everyone will be playing their favorites. You are about to be using your phone credit, taking pics and vids after hearing these lyrics. Then you go and post this up on Reddit. Yeah, you don't have to sit uprightly, you just have to stand up a little slightly. Playing these bars is like playing Pokemon, like I'm gonna catch a shiny. And looking at one of my support workers, he's really tiny, and his name, it ain't Mikey. Yeah, you'll be raising your hands in the air like you just don't care. Cause I'll be looking over here and I'll be looking over there. Why is that? I've got a music career. Maybe one day I'll be a millionaire. People saying my rapping is so slick. On another note, I'll be sounding so sick to spit this magic. Everyone will be running this up a call that I had trick. If you wanna watch me, you'll have to pay close attention while I'm up here rapping on stage at this expedition. Wait, did I mention I'm on that Centrelink pension? This right here is an invention. You'll be thinking I'm silly, but I hope Brizzy's all with me. I never do wrong, I can sing, this is my damn song. I'll be out here shining, ain't nobody stopping my grinding. I pull up like gang, gang, gang. That's just another slang for I'll be rapping that Brisbane. SM, Steinmuli, shout out no one.
Rope TV is produced by Rope. a non-profit organisation providing support services to people living with intellectual disabilities. We empower personal development through the provision of information, education and life skills training. Our in-centre and community-based programs educate and encourage participants to develop life skills, including computer skills, social and interpersonal skills, travel and independent living skills. To find out more, visit our website or connect with us on social media. Rogue TV is proudly filmed at the studios of Trending Media Australia.